Growing up for me it was fun, but not the regular normal kid fun type of um type of fun. I was lucky enough to find out that I had I have sickle cell disease at the age of 4. So then there were a list of do's and don'ts that were given to my parents. So yeah, so it wasn't really that painful for me. It wasn't really painful, but it wasn't fun because I could not live a normal I could not live a normal child. I could not have a normal childhood. So there was some list of things I could not do. So it was okay. It was less painful, but it wasn't that fun. The day I got to find out that I had sickle cell disease, I was 4. I didn't even know what was even wrong with me. I was just sick. Like, I was always sick. So this particular day, they took me to the hospital, and our family doctor decided to run a genotype test. So I didn't know all these things. The only thing I remember was we were driving home, and they were actually having I wouldn't say it's an argument. My dad was telling my mom, we need to tell her. And my mom was like, she's too young, she won't understand. I remember that very well. So my mom turned and looked at me. It's a picture I can never forget, because I'd never seen my mom look at me like that. Like, I could feel that she was full of pain. Like, it wasn't something she was expecting. And she just told me, she called my name. I was lying down in the back. I was like, yes, mommy. And she told me, the doctor said you have sickle cell disease. And as a child, I had no clue what it meant. So I was like, does that mean I'm going to die? She was like, no. As in, I can never forget that day, because I could see the whole fear, and there were just a lot of emotions going on and in the car. Like, it was strange. But I think with time she got to adjust and accept the fact that I had sickle cell disease, and she helped. Her and my dad helped. They always took me to they always took me for checkups, and they had a list of things I could eat, list of things already from that tender age. They had already started teaching me things I could do, things I couldn't do, things I should eat, things I shouldn't eat. So it helped. My parents were really supportive. I having sickle cell disease didn't temper with my relationship with my siblings or my family members. It didn't. It's just they just got to know, and they helped in the best way they could. So there was no sort of pity, or it was just love all the way. When I'm still going to take you back to when my mom told me I had sickle cell disease. So she was actually scared. I don't know, but as I grew older, she made me see reasons as to why I shouldn't let people know I had sickle cell disease. So she was like, it's people won't understand. That was her reason. So while growing up, I had friends, okay, and it was just like I had this secret I was dying to share with somebody else, or other than my family. Like, everyone in my family knew, but I wanted to share it with a friend friends. And so I got talking with a friend of mine. I was just trying to find out. I was like, have you heard about someone with I think I was in JS3. I was like, have you heard about anything called sickle cell? And what she said got me shocked. She was like, yeah, her mother told her about it. They used to talk about it, that she heard that they cannot live up to 20 years old. And to crown it all, there was this biology teacher. I don't know, it just happened. We had a class and we were actually talking about genotypes, and he mentioned and said that if he was talking about sickle cell, and it was like SS, AS, and AA, the whole genotype thing. And he said if somebody is SS, they don't tend to live long. So all that thing, and I was just I think I was I can't remember how old I was, but what was in my head was, oh my god, so I'm not going to live long. At 20, I'm going to die. So I had that in my head, but I'm more than 20 now. I had relationships where the my partner feels okay. I came out plain to say I had sickle cell disease, and everything just changed. And the person started seeing me like this fragile little thing that can't survive, and the whole pity just set in, and it kind of crashed it. So yeah, I had to leave. Yeah, a person living with the sickle cell condition can have a normal relationship. Well, it happened to me. So yeah, I believe I think it has to do with how exposed the partner is about the sickle cell condition. Anytime I come out with the truth to my partner that I have sickle cell disease, it ends up turning the relationship around. Like this normal relationship, it just turns to the pity relationship, and I'm not cool with that. Like, it has happened severally with different partners to an extent that I got scared to open up it got to that point that I just feel fear to open up and just say, okay, this is it. This is what I'm dealing with, because I don't want another failed relationship. But for some reason, the partner gets to find out, and I've had series of failed relationships because of that. And people, they're always thinking, oh, she can't handle this, oh, she can't handle that, and it's just been crazy. So once the PT comes in and they look at me like this fragile little thing, and I hate it, I just leave. Basically, for me, what I experienced and what I felt and saw is that immediately I come out to say that, okay, I have sickle cell disease. Somehow, for some reason, my partner just wants to, that's talking from experience, just want to just leave. But they're being all modest and covering covering it up and trying not to hurt my feelings, but definitely has a human being, definitely you will know that something is off. So I think that got me into I think that's getting that regularly in my relationship, my past relationships, got me to the stage where I kind of lost my self-confidence. I didn't want anybody looking at me like this fragile little thing that needs help. So, but I think with time I met friends, I met good people who helped me through it, and well, I'm all good today. I think physically there are some list of things that someone who doesn't have the sickle cell disease can do that a sickle cell patient can't. Like, for one, I know getting to lift heavy objects, it's really bad for a sickle cell patient, and you see, that is something someone else can do, but a sickle cell. But there are very few things people can do that sickle cell patients can't. But mentally, I think there's no limit to what a sickle cell patient can do. But physically, yeah, there might be. There are. It's not might. There are things, mentally, emotionally, and other stuff. A sickle cell patient is good to go and can do more. For me, I feel if a woman goes through the normal procedures, which is before she gets pregnant, she goes in for a checkup, constantly seeing her doctor to know when it's right for her to have a baby, and just the normal checkup, I think she won't have a problem. I believe what people say, that a woman who has a sickle cell disease cannot give birth like normally, or will have complications and stuff. I see that as a lie, because I have a friend who is married and she has sickle cell disease, and she has 2 lovely kids, and the labor was normal, because she was always going for a checkup before she got pregnant, and she kept on going for her antenatal, and everything was okay. So I don't believe in that. No, I don't. First of all, if someone calls me a sickler, I find it very offensive. It's an offensive word for me, because I don't believe I'm a sickler. I know I have the sickle cell disease, but sickler? Don't do that. There's an AS who believes they can get married to an AS, and they're not really thinking about the consequences. Well, that's a very bad idea. It's a very bad idea. I think everybody that went to a secondary school should know their F1 generation in the biology. That's what we call it. Everybody should know their first failure generation. Like, I know we were definitely taught about that topic in school. So you should know how risky it is for you to gamble and take this kind of risk. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. First of all, if someone wants to get married, I think the most important thing to do is to know your genotypes and how compatible it is, and get a doctor to advise you. If it is not compatible, please don't no. It's not worth the risk. So my strong advice is, it's gonna hurt, maybe especially when it feels like you found that one person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, but it's best you call it off. First of all, to caregivers, it's not an easy job to have to take care of a sickle cell patient. You need to be patient, you need to be loving, you need to be encouraging. It comes with a lot. And to society, I feel the whole should I call it stereotype? The whole society should know that the whole stereotyping, the stigmatizing tends to kill someone even before the disease does. So they should try to research and know exactly what the facts are, and should not go around spreading false beliefs and false news. It won't help. It won't help. So they should show love. My advice to those with sickle cell disease is, first of all, you have to accept the fact that yes, you have this condition, the sickle cell disease, and it's not the end of the world. There are a lot of things you can do. I for one believe, if you allow it cripple you, it will. So go out there, know your do's and don'ts, and live a happy life. My name is Awaita Atebor. I am a freelance screenwriter. I have sickle cell disease, but I'm not a sickler. I'm human.